Hello, all my beasties. Welcome to the Lair. We're going to do a really short, really informal channel intro. When I'm back in my regular setup, we'll do a better one. We'll do a more formal one, but I've been asked for a short one. So let's go. Why Lokificent? Well, who's Lokificent? That's me. My name's Stephanie, but here in the Lair, I go by Lokificent generally. I answer to either. Why? Lokificent, it's a combination of Loki and Maleficent. Obviously, with the coloring and the red lips, I get compared looks-wise to Maleficent a lot. I also can be a bit intense, we shall say. Why Loki? Because I earned the nickname during my 19 years in fire, police, and EMS and public safety. People will call people in public safety a black cloud. The running joke was I was the vortex of doom, and anytime I worked, mayhem and mischief were sure to follow. In high school, I was known to be quite the prankster, quite the trickster. So the Loki, god of mischief and mayhem, here I am. And after the Marvel show, we all know Loki can be female. There is Sylvie. There's also Lady Loki. But I've had the nickname as long as I've been in public safety, and it stuck. So I go by Lokificent a lot of the time. What do? Well, I'm by no means an expert. I'm a firearms enthusiast. I love pistols. I love distance marksmanship. I love rifles. I shoot competitively. I am an NRA instructor. I teach women self-defense. I teach Krav Maga, which is an Israeli form of self-defense. I specifically teach to women and children and police departments. I spent 16 years as a firefighter paramedic. Most of the time was spent as what they call a specialty response paramedic. I worked with the SWAT team as a tactical paramedic. I worked with my state's special medical response team, which provides paramedics for the FBI, ATF, DEA, and any other agencies or police departments that require tactical medical support. We also, with the special medical response teams, generally have a physician that will respond. I've been a competitive marksman my entire life. I have been shooting since I was 8 years old. My father is an NRA instructor. He's who got me into it. And from the time I was a small child, the man was ruthless with his coaching, but he's amazing. I got into teaching women's self-defense and women's pistol because my father is a very tall man. He's a very kind man. Nobody ever had a problem with his demeanor, but many women taking the class said they were just uncomfortable with being taught by a man. The same with a lot of the female self-defense Krav Maga classes. A lot of the women wanted a female instructor. They just felt more comfortable. I got into pistol education and advocacy because many of my male friends, many of them would come to me with their wives and say, hey, my wife won't let me teach her to shoot, but she wants to learn. She wants to go to the range. She wants a female. Will you take her? Will you tell my wife why she should carry? What kind of gun should my wife carry? When females found out I carried, I had many females saying, well, what gun? Why? How do I start? And I used to get lots of questions on what's the best gun to buy my wife? Well, let your wife pick's my usual answer, but when that started happening more and more and more, I decided the resource was needed. There are plenty of women on the internet that speak about firearms and self-defense. If I'm not the person for you, I urge you to seek out somebody that's more in line with your style. I'm not offended, but I do hope you will join me here in my lair. My lair is a place of education. It's also a place of fun. We like to have fun. The only thing I do not tolerate in my comments and in my live streams are hatred and open hatred and discrimination. And I do not tolerate people belittling questions. This is a safe place for you to ask questions about firearms, firearm safety, self-defense, concealed carry, and anything related. I know the firearm world can be daunting to not only women, but to men as well. And I know many times questions are met with ridicule. I don't tolerate it. We all started someplace. So be kind to your fellow Lair members and answer the questions. I will do my best to answer and cover anything you would like. All you need to do is leave it in the comments or send a message. I am here on YouTube, Lokificent's Lair. I'm on Instagram as Lokificent's Lair. Shortly, I will also be on Locals and Rumble as alternative platforms because YouTube is not always firearm friendly. I hope you will join me. Would love to have you as one of my beasties. Speaking of, this is the other question I get all the time. Why do I call people my beasties? Because as any lover of Maleficent knows, she lovingly refers to Aurora, who she dearly adores, as her beastie. It is a term of endearment for all of you. And in term of endearment and thanks, and a way for me to recognize my Lair members that support me by telling you I adore and thank you for supporting me with every video I make. If there's anything I can help you with, if there's anything you'd like from me or that you want to see, leave them in the comments. Send me a message. Love having you here. Thank you all so much for joining me and have a wonderful day.